presenters is going to provide us with an overview of the One Planet concept. Come on up, Trevor. You may have read Trevor's columns in the Times Colonist or seen his posts on creativelyunited.org. Dr. Trevor Hancock is a community health specialist, recently retired UVIC prof, on the board of Creatively United, and a convener of Conversations for a One Planet region. Welcome, Trevor. So, Trevor, it's my understanding that humans are using the equivalent of 3 planets worth of resources. We are starting to see the impact now and rather, than dwell on all the bad news. How do we create a one planet community and maintain a good quality of life for all?
Well, thank you. Pleasure to be here. So the concept of a one planet region, which I and others are promoting through the conversations, is really very simple. We have, depending on how you measure it, at a global level, more than 1.5 planets worth of consumption going on. Here in Victoria, as you'll hear from Cora Holdsworth, about 3. Nationally, actually more like 5. How many planets have you seen around here recently other than this one? We have got one planet, and we have to figure out how to live with it, on it, and within its means. But at the same time, we don't want to give up a quality of life which is different from quantity of life, a quality of life that enables us to lead a good life and that enables everyone to have a good quality of life and good health for all. So the trick is, and that is what the idea of a one planet region is, how do we dramatically reduce our ecological footprint while having a good quality of life for everyone who lives here? And that's what the conversations are about. And we call them conversations because we firmly believe that we're not even talking about these ideas yet, never mind beginning to imagine and design it. So that's what we're here to try and further develop tonight.
And you're going to introduce a video.
I am going to introduce Pooran Desai. Now, you'll be hearing later on from Cora Holdsworth and from Rebecca Newlove about the One Planet Saanich Initiative, but Pooran Desai and his partner Sue Riddleston founded an organization called Bioregional, and they developed an ecological community, a One Planet community in called BedZ in London. And now Bioregional has recruited Saanich into an international One Planet community planning process. And he's going to talk about that and about the idea of One Planet and about their experience at BedZ.
Let's roll the video.
My name is Pooran Desai, and I'm co-founder of environmental organisation Bioregional. And I'm speaking to you from our BedZ Eco Village in South London. It's where I live and it's where I work. And this is such a fantastic place to live and work. It's run completely on renewable energy, so I don't have to worry about contributing to climate change. I've got access to a car sharing service, so I don't need to own a car. They're car-free areas, so kids here can play freely. We've got a community centre, so it's a very neighbourly place with the average person here knowing 20 of their neighbours by name. And it's a mix of social and private housing, so people from a wide range of different income groups have the opportunity to experience this sort of lifestyle. I mean, wouldn't it be great if there were more places, products and services which helped us live in a way where we can lead happy, healthy lives, but within the environmental limits of our planet? And as I'm making this recording, we're actually experiencing a very hot, dry spell, and a lot of people around the world are now recognising that climate change is a reality, and it's something that we have to learn to live with, but also to help prevent into the future. And it's not just carbon emissions. If we look at resources globally, we are consuming them at a faster rate than the planet can replenish them. So, for example, 70% of fisheries globally are fully exploited or overexploited, and we're still losing forests around the world. And in fact, if we look at a method such as ecological footprinting, which compares our consumption of resources to the ability of the planet to regenerate those resources, we are actually consuming 50% more each year than the planet can sustain into the long term. And indeed, if we all had lifestyles like the average European, we'd need 3 planets to support us. If we all live like North Americans, we'd need 5 planets. So this is where the concept of one planet living comes in. How can we all, everywhere, people, lead happy, healthy lives within the environmental limits of our one planet? And this concept of one planet living was developed here at BedZ after we completed building this project back in 2002. And we have developed 10 very simple principles to help create what we call One Planet Action Plans, to help companies, schools, community groups, real estate developers, or even cities start thinking about joined up actions to create the world we want. And those principles cover people and planet. So it's the principles go from health and happiness and culture and community and equity and local economy to things like zero carbon and zero waste. And over the last 15 years since we developed the One Planet Living framework, we've been working with partners around the world to put this concept into practice. So we've been working in over 20 countries. We have small projects, so very small homes or very small companies involved, all the way to very large real estate projects of over 2,000, 3,000 homes each. So it's an idea which is really taking off. And what we're doing now is working with a number of cities around the world in a concerted effort to bring together the stakeholders in those cities together with the citizens, the companies, the schools, which are part of that city, to co-create city-wide or region-wide One Planet action plans where there's a plan for the whole city and region, but there are also plans for each of those stakeholders to contribute to the bigger vision. So we'd love you to join in on this initiative and to be the change and to bring benefit for people and for the planet. So thank you very much.